Hello and welcome to my Tuesday. It's already 12 o'clock. I've just been busy doing desky stuff so far, but I've got some news. My day 13 lateral flow test. I don't know if the camera's quite picking it up, but there is a very, 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 very faint line there. Very faint. And I can see it with my naked eye, but oh man, that's gone in the right direction, I tell you what. Whew. Another thing that's gone in the right direction is I've had a letter from the hospital, and if you've been watching my channel for more than a little while, you may remember I had a very embarrassing procedure done at the hospital called a colposcopy, and had a little bit of something removed from the cervix. Anyway, it's been analysed in the lab and it is benign. And you know what, I wasn't even thinking about it, wasn't even the slightest bit worried about it, but I've just had a letter through today saying you're fine, you're discharged. So there we are, I thought I'd mention that. And also, my boyfriend's coming over later and it'll be the first time I've seen him in 13 days. So, very much looking forward to that. I'm going to make them something nice to eat later. Oh man, I thought I'd be a good girl and file that straight away in my health ring binder. But I tell you what, I don't half. Need to redo this. I think we could do with at least one each and subcategories and all that because it's gone crazy. But that's for another day, that is. I want to have a real sorting things out day today. Number one is going to be try and chase that plumber boy that does other things. It's like a company that does lots of things, including laying floors. And we'd had a conversation already about them coming, measuring up and giving me a quote to replace the whole of the floor in this bathroom because it got trashed when the toilet leaked, basically. And I still haven't paid him for the toilet. I want to, I need to. This light in here, you won't think it to look at it right now, but it is dodgy. You have to pull the cord a number of times before you can get it to work. Every single time. You have to go da-dum, 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 da-dum. And it eventually works. It's driving everybody mad in the house, so I should, yeah, ring an electrician up about that. There's also the small matter of my chimney and all the stuff that came off it during the storm, and it's continued to come dropping down, so I need to do something about that. And what I need to do is actually a little bit of a pain in the butt because I partly own the chimney and the guy who owns next door partly owns the chimney, and I legally cannot have anything done to it without his agreement and say so. So I need to liaise with him, but he's a landlord and he doesn't live there. I don't have his number, but I have the agency number, and I did ring them before and he was going to get back to me, but he never did, of course, and then I was busy, didn't get around to chasing it, but I'm gonna have to. I can't just keep leaving it and leaving it and leaving it. I'm gonna have to sort something out. I'm rather hoping that he's a landlord with connections to builders, because a lot of landlords are builders, I find, or they've got a builder friend that sorts all their properties out for them on a regular basis. So I'm hoping he'll be well connected to a reliable one, and we'll be able to go halves on it. I hope. Hopefully he doesn't like have no money and not want to be involved. That'll be awkward. I'll be on the phone to my dad. I'll be going, Dad, what do I do about this situation? I've never encountered this before. Advice, please. I also want to make a start on sorting out some lessons for Isabel that I've been meaning to organise for ages. I wanted to be absolutely sure she was going to properly be into it. She said she would, but they're instrument lessons, and before I invest in lessons and an instrument for her, I really wanted to be sure that she was going to be interested and carry on with it afterwards. So yeah, she does seem to be, so I'm going to try and organise that today as well. And I've also got some band admin to do as well. Anyway, that should start me off. I have got other things on the list, but I think that's enough for today. All that needs fueling with a cup of tea, of course. So I'll make one of those and take it up with me and sip it at my desk while I'm getting through everything. I've taken tuna out to defrost for tonight's dinner. There are only 3 of us, but we're going to have 1 2/3 each. Izzy never finds they're quite enough, and I could always eat a little bit more, and IB will definitely always eat a bit more. So yeah, that's for dinner tonight with potatoes and broccoli. It's about 1:30 and I'm having a very busy day. Very busy. I've been trying to sort out all manner of things. I've left lots of messages, phone messages, text messages, Facebook Messenger messages. I've been making phone calls to different people, and yeah, gig inquiries come in for not very far in the future, so I'm trying to desperately sort something out at short notice for that. But it's a tricky one. It's one of those ones where we've got a gig earlier in the day, so it's like trying to work out, you know, going on Google and trying to find out how long it takes to get from one to the other, because we don't want to take the evening one unless we're absolutely sure we'll be able to get to it in really good time to turn up and still be relaxed, set up properly and do it. So yeah, waiting for people to get back to me about everything in my life at the moment. 10 to 2 now. I'm stopping for lunch, and my leftovers are not quite enough to make up a meal. I shall think about what to do. I'm going to add things to it. This is where the frozen peas and sweet corn come into their own, really, for just quickly topping up the leftovers. I haven't had frozen sweet corn for ages, possibly years. I used to have it a lot. Oh, look, it's all little nibbly bits. I will definitely need an ice cream after that, because that's not a lot of calories in there, is it? Oh, well, that's what I think anyway. I've burnt it. It's all sticking to the bottom of the pan. That's because I was continuing to get messages coming in about the stuff I'm trying to organise and responding to it while this was on the stove. Not noticing that it was all drying out and sticking. I think it needs some more moisture. I've had my lunch, 2:30. I've just spent ages trying to open the wrong end of the bin bag. You would think it would be obvious because it has handles on it, but there we are. Once I've done that, I'm going to pop a wash load on and then get back to work. More tea needed for round 2. It's 3:45 now. I've come to a little bit of a sticky stop with my admin, but I've got an electrician coming tomorrow. That's all organised. He's going to fix the light in the bathroom, hopefully, or at least have a preliminary look at it anyway. We have got Izzy signed up for instrument lessons, and we've got a date organised to go and shop said instrument and a shop in mind that we're going to, and I've rung the guy who owns the shop. He's got them in stock, so that's all planned for later on this week. It's all exciting. What else? I've come to a bit of a standstill with anything to do with email because I don't know what's the matter with Yahoo today, but it's all not working. So I will just reassign those tasks till tomorrow because it's bound to be working by then, because I'm sure Yahoo won't be off kilter for too long. And everything else, I'm waiting for people to get back to me for everything else, so there's nothing more I can do with that. I don't want to start any really big projects now, like doing my tax return at 3:45 in the evening, because I've got IB turning up. Now I'm going to need to stop in a while to cook his dinner anyway, so I'm going to do a bit of editing of whatever I've filmed today, even if it's not much, because I want to try and free up evening time tonight to spend with my boyfriend, because I haven't seen him for so long. I'm not editing yet. I decided I needed an afternoon cup of coffee, and I've just put the dishwasher on and I'm about to hang this out. I'm afraid we won't be hanging it outside today because it's peeing down with rain. I finally washed that top I got from the charity shop that had a tiny little stain, and I'm pretty sure it's come out in the wash. That's good. I promptly got COVID after buying it, and didn't get around to washing it until today. Yeah, that's a success. Marvellous. Looking forward to wearing that. And there's Izzy's cute swimming costume. Let's swim. Ah, so glad she went swimming. That's hung out. That is made. Now it's this time at the moment, but IB says he'll be here between 6 and 6:30, so I'm taking that to mean 6:30 at the absolute earliest, because I know what he's like. So I'm going to make a start on editing this, and then hopefully have time for a bit of Portuguese study before starting to cook. That's the plan. I squeezed in a little Portuguese lesson. I took notes and stopped and started the video. This one was quite easy going actually, because it was in English principally, talking about Portuguese, whereas the ones I have been binge watching lately, they have been in Portuguese, so they've been a lot more intense, but this was quite light really compared to that, which was quite good after a long day of staring at screens and things. Anyway, I am going to answer some comments because my video is just published for today, and then get cooking. I'm making chippies. It's a bit later. Tuna's cooked. Broccoli is cooked. Chippies are cooked. And IB's just let me know he's going to be another half an hour. I'm wondering if it's going to be all horrible by the time he gets here. And I don't know if Izzy can last another half hour. I would like us all to sit and eat together. It's nice to do that, especially after 13 days of isolation. I'm going to have to strain that broccoli or it's going to turn into a mush. I'm feeling all deflated now. I'm nibbling everything to see if it's done, and it's done. Yeah, it's definitely done. I could just sit and eat all these now, but I'm not going to. Well, I think I'm just going to go and sit on the sofa and do Duolingo for a bit to use the time, because I don't really want to start anything while this is, I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. It's a good way to fill a small amount of time. It's half an hour. No, I'm not. I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit these last few clips that I've done. Just chip away at it. Only because I want to spend time with him this evening. IB can have his half birthday present today. It's been sat here ages. IB's here. I've just given him his half birthday present while waiting for the food to reheat a bit. It's a mosquito net that pops up, and now he can't get it back in the bag.
I reckon there's some kind of that action, like a lasso. So I've got one ring.
And there's our dinner ready to eat. He's never going to get that back in the bag. Ivy is really struggling to put the mosquito net away. It's like one of those pop-up tent things. You know, those things you make a figure of 8 with it and then you fold it in half. Well, if you do that with this, it's still twice as big. But you can't fold it again because it's too stiff then.
Yeah, that doesn't feel good though, you say that way. Oh, it was this.
I didn't realise there were these girly, frilly bits, look. Look, why would you want to tie that up? Look, once you tie that up, the things can get in, can't they? You have to keep it zipped up at all times you're not in it, and when you're in it. We did it. He's fantasised. Sleeping naked under the stars. I'm filming here. That's it. Yes, he's imagining future ventures in it. Anyway, yes, we got it in. All I did was just come and hold the end of it, really, and it made it a lot easier to do. Oh, he's playing with the magnets again on the fridge. It's raining, but are we going for a walk?
I don't mind.
I haven't had one today. I'll go with an umbrella. Oh, he's been having fun with the fridge magnets again. Can you explain this one, IB?
Wasby men.
Wasby or waspy?
Waspy men. Punish floral generation.
Is there any rationale behind it?
No, that wasn't really. I just mushed them up and then found some words and then made something out of it. But something could be said, I suppose, for the fact that, you know, bees and flowers and wasps and stuff, you know, they're all kind of interrelated.
Okay.
The floral generation could be the bees. La cellular or C.
IB's joined my Duolingo family plan. He's never done it before.
Oh my
He's
God.
doing French. He used to speak French, didn't you, years ago?
Ah!
Oh, he's got it wrong. Oh, he was just saying, he was gloating, going, oh, this level's too easy for me.
Goodness me.
So he's doing a test to skip the level and he's getting multiple ones wrong.
Oh. Well, not multiple, 2. That's not multiple. 2 is not a multiple, it's a pair.
Isn't it a multiple of 1? Yes, it is.
She sees her friends often, very often.
Yeah, you got that one right.
Do you often swim in your new pool?
Well, we're out and it's raining. We've been having lots of very interesting conversations and now we're going home because it's wet and cold and horrible. We're back, it's 9:05. I'm on the sofa with all the packaging from the half birthday present. Anyway, I've worn myself out now. I think I've overdone it. I hope that he's making me a cup of tea and we're going to have a sit down. Thank you so much for watching the video. Could you please click a like if you liked it? It helps the channel to grow. I really appreciate that. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.